I-26 need to get this off my chest because it's been haunting me for weeks. This happened last month when I booked an Airbnb for a solo weekend getaway in a small mountain town. I'm changing some details for privacy, but everything else is 100% true. Buckle up, because this is the creepiest thing that's ever happened to me. I found this cute, rustic cabin on Airbnb. It was listed as a cozy retreat with great reviews. 4.9 stars, over 200 comments raving about the views and the host's hospitality. The price was a steal for a weekend, so I booked it without much thought. The host, Mark, seemed friendly in our messages, giving me detailed check-in instructions and recommending local hiking trails. Nothing seemed off. At first. I arrived at the cabin on a Friday evening. It was remote, about 20 minutes from the nearest town, surrounded by dense forest. The place looked exactly like the photos. Wooden exterior, fairy lights on the porch, and a hot tub out back. Inside, it was spotless. Vintage furniture, a stone fireplace, and a big smart TV. There was even a welcome basket with wine and snacks. I was thrilled. That night, I settled in, made some dinner, and decided to watch Netflix on the TV. As I was scrolling through, I noticed something weird. The TV had a tiny green light blinking near the top, even when it was off. I figured it was just a standby mode thing and ignored it. I fell asleep on the couch, feeling cozy and safe. The next morning, I woke up to a notification on my phone from Airbnb. Mark has sent you a message. I opened it and it said, "Hope you're enjoying the cabin. Just a heads up, the smart TV sometimes glitches and turns on by itself. Let me know if it bothers you." I thought it was odd that he mentioned the TV out of nowhere, but I brushed it off as him being proactive. I replied, "All good, thanks," and went about my day hiking. That evening, things got weird. I was in the bedroom getting ready for bed when I heard a faint click from the living room. I peeked out and saw the TV was on, displaying the Netflix home screen. I hadn't touched the remote, which was still on the coffee table. I turned it off, double-checked the power button, and went to bed feeling a little uneasy. At around 2 a.m., I woke up to a strange noise, like a low hum coming from the living room. My heart was racing as I tiptoed out to check. The TV was on again, but this time it wasn't Netflix. It was showing a grainy, black-and-white feed of the bedroom. My bedroom. The exact spot where I'd been sleeping minutes ago. I froze. The angle was high, like from a ceiling corner. There was a timestamp in the corner of the screen, and it was live. I don't know how I didn't scream. I grabbed my phone, threw my stuff into my bag, and bolted out of the cabin. As I was backing out of the driveway, I noticed something that made my blood run cold. A small dome-shaped device mounted under the porch roof, its red light blinking in the dark. A camera. I drove straight to a 24-hour diner in town and called the police. They met me at the Airbnb the next morning, but when we got there, the TV was unplugged, the feed was gone, and the porch device was gone too. The police said they couldn't do much without evidence, but they filed a report and contacted Airbnb. Mark claimed it was a misunderstanding and said the TV had a security feature he'd forgotten to disable. Airbnb refunded me and took down the listing, but Mark's account is still active. Since then, I've been paranoid. I keep feeling like someone's watching me, even in my own apartment. I've covered every camera on my devices and avoid Airbnb entirely. I don't know what Mark was doing with that footage, but I'm terrified it's out there somewhere. So, yeah, Mark, let's not meet. And to everyone else, always check for cameras when you stay somewhere new. You never know who's watching.